Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Tips from the Trainer. My name is Daniel Jangula. I'm a certified exercise physiologist working with recreation services at the University of Manitoba. So for today's episode, I wanted to introduce the glute ham raise to you. It's a fantastic machine to target the posterior chain, and by that I mean the group of muscles including the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. There's a couple different exercises that I'm going to just run you through today. Pretty simple stuff. First exercise is just going to be a basic back extension. Now this is a really great exercise to work as a supplementary exercise after you do something like deadlifts or squats, or for those that might have some issues that prevent them from doing those types of exercises, or perhaps their skill just isn't up there for them to do those exercises safely. It's an easier way to hit some of those similar muscle groups, so a really great way to train. So what we're going to do with this, we want to make sure to start off that it's adjusted appropriately. I've already set this up for myself. But basically you want this pad so that it's just below your hip. You still want to be able to bend freely from the hip without anything blocking that, okay? So just be careful when you get up on here. You want to hold on to these handles really securely and get your feet in between the pads. Just like that. So with this one exercise, the back extension, what I'm going to be doing, I still want to treat it as a hip hinge. So my back's still going to stay straight. I'm bending all from the hips, and the movement is driven by the muscles that I outlined before, the hamstrings and the glutes, while the back is contracting to keep everything nice and tight. Okay, so what it's going to look like is just come down, bending at the hips, back staying straight, come up at the top. You're going to feel a nice contraction in the glutes. You're going to feel your back activated a little bit. You're going to feel your hamstrings firing as well, okay? And just coming up or down and back up like that. Nice big squeeze. You don't want to extend too much at the top, okay? That's putting extra stress on your spine, so maybe avoid that, okay? A couple different ways that you can make this a little more difficult. Obviously, I could add some weights, so I could hold on to a weight plate. Another thing I like to do just for fun is take a couple light weights and do some back flies when I'm on there. So you're getting upper back activation along with that lower back activation, and that feels pretty darn good. Okay, so that's our first exercise, just a basic back extension. This next one I'm going to show you is a little bit more advanced. It's called basically a Nordic Curl, and so what I'm doing is I'm getting the hamstring flexion component of that, where I'm coming back down, I'm going down nice and slow. There's a lot of eccentric activity with that, or a negative contraction, which means you're going to be really sore after doing these, okay, so be warned. Again, it's a little bit more of an advanced exercise. It's really great for athletes in terms of injury prevention, so really great for like helping with your knees and the ACL tears. Having really strong muscles surrounding that joint is really going to help. So really great exercise to throw in if you think you can handle that. A way to make this one exercise a little bit easier is if we have a dowel, so I can kind of use a little bit of assistance as I'm lowering myself. This is where the main action is in the lowering. Okay, and then push myself back up to the top again, come back down, nice and slow, okay? Now just for those 3 or 4 reps, my hamstrings are already crying at me. Generally with a set of that, I'm only shooting to do about 4 to 6 of them, okay? It is a really technical exercise. Probably only going to be doing about 2 to 3 sets of those, okay? You are going to be really sore afterwards in a really good way, okay? So that's all I'm going to show you for today. Thanks for tuning in.